Welcome to the SupplyFrame B2B Marketing Video Library. Today we have Jeff Curie of SupplyFrame, who will be continuing with the second part of his presentation, The Facts About Engineers Online Today. Jeff is the VP of Marketing at SupplyFrame, which is the leading online marketing system for the electronics industry. Jeff has been marketing in the B2B environment for 20 years and is an expert in the online aspects. He directs market research in the electronics industry and will be sharing more results from his research with us today. So once again, welcome, Jeff.
Thanks, Sarah. So in our last presentation, in part one of this, we talked about who the engineers were that were online, what size of companies they came for, some of the demographics, and how influential they were, how much authority they had to actually design in the parts in their products. And today we're going to continue with that. We're going to look at how to help engineers succeed with the basis that, in marketing, sure, we want people to do things for us, but in order to do that, we need to do things for our audience. So what do these engineers want? How do we make them successful in their jobs? Then we're going to look at what information that they are looking for out on the net, and we're going to look at the rewards for marketing and also for sales. So marketing online is great. As Karen Breen-Vogel had presented, marketing online is very different than other forms of marketing. It's not push. We're not trying to push messages to our audience when we feel like it. It's pull. We want to be there when they're looking, and we want to answer the questions that they have. And so it's interesting to look at, what are these people doing when they come to do research? And in this picture is actually research from SupplyFrame. So we see about 1.4 million unique people come through our system every month. And we do these surveys, and we ask them, what are you doing when you came here? What were you in the process of doing? And it's very interesting to note that 21% of these folks were designing a new product. 26% were designing or updating an existing product, which probably is going to grow. I think today with the pressure on pricing, there's probably a lot of products that people are re-looking at and saying, how can we make this product cheaper than it used to be? 13% were researching options on a new product, and 27% were working on products that are already in production. So they're probably looking for, trying to look for products that have been obsoleted and how they're going to keep that product going or move it up to RoHS compliance. So being online gives marketers a great opportunity to be at the right place at the right time. At the moment this guy's making a decision, you're there with your information. So the next question is, well, what are they looking for? Well, the answer is they're looking for technical facts. Engineers aren't looking for editorial comment. They're looking for information to do their design that we just spoke of. One of the key pieces of information that they're looking for is data sheets. So that was just worth looking just at data sheets and looking at how often these guys are going out and women are going out to look for the specific technical details behind a part. We can see that 33% of them told us that they look for data sheets several times a day. So clearly, this is a huge amount of the research that they're doing. So we want to make sure that we can make this easy for them. We want to give them data sheets, make it really simple to get to. 51% do it several times a week. So here you got 84% of the engineers out there that are looking several times a week or more for data sheets for the parts in their designs. They also look for a considerable amount of other information to help them do their designs. One of the big ones is reference designs. 30% of them would like to get easy access to reference designs, 18% to selector guides, 13% to design tools. So there's a lot of information that engineers need to make their decisions. So as marketers, we really need to know, what they're looking for and how easy it is that we can get this to them, answer their needs, and make them successful. This is the reason that SupplyFrame developed our content distribution strategy, where we take manufacturers' content and we syndicate that out all over the web to the places where the engineers are, so that it is very, very easy for engineers to find the information about your products and your companies without a great deal of searching and hunting and trying to learn new websites. So how do we make engineers successful? So our goal, of course, is that they all get promotions. They're put in more charge of more designs. They do bigger designs. More of their designs go to production, and more of our products get bought. One of the big factors in engineering is time to market and speed. There's a lot of pressure on engineers to do things faster. And so what we look here is how much time do they spend researching components. And this is a key area to help these guys out. 20 plus hours a month are spent researching components by 22% of the audience that comes through our sites. So that's a big chunk of time that, we only become more successful by making that a smaller number. So 20% spend over 8 hours a month. I mean, that's one workday a month spent just researching products on the net. So anything we can do to help reduce that, make it faster, easier to find the information they want, make sure they get the right document right away, all this is really important to making a user more happy and more likely to use our products. Because, again, in a competitive environment, if they find your product information in 5 seconds and it takes them an hour of hunting to find your competitors, you're probably going to win because they gave up on the other one. So being easy to find and satisfying the user is key. And there are rewards. So what's in it for sales and marketing? Well, all the items below are key precursor activities that happen before a design-in and ultimately a sale. So these are the key conversion steps that we want to measure and understand, did my site, did my online presence contribute a conversion that helped me towards making more money? And so when we look at this, some of the big ones here, how many, in the last 2 months, which of these users have done these online? Ordered a sample, 20% of them ordered samples online, 20% of them purchased components online, those were non-sample components, and almost 25% of them requested a quote. So these are great precursor activities. Obviously, this is an audience that is very interested in buying, getting ready to buy, doing key design work. Others, you can see 5% ordered a development kit. Of course, that's gated by how many development kits there are actually available that they'd want. 15% subscribe to an online newsletter, which is a great indication that they're interested, they want to stay engaged, an opportunity for you to then push marketing to them. And surprisingly, over 15% requested that sales or an FAE contact them for technical support. So, often you think on the web that people don't want to talk to sales. Well, here we have a counter indication that says, actually, well, when they want to talk to sales, they'll initiate the call. So, which is great. It's good for the sales guys, and it's a good indicator for you to get, move them towards that sale and engage that customer. So in conclusion, online research, as you can see, it's part of the day-to-day work these guys need to do. In order to redesign, in order to research new designs, they're on the web, they're looking for this information. Delivering information very quickly can be a key differentiator and certainly can make you more successful because it's time-consuming for the engineers to do this. And there are key precursor activities, online conversions, that are happening online that you can measure today, and you can see how this is helping and leading to sales. And that's the end of our survey series. And thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Jeff. Very interesting once again. If you have any questions regarding this presentation, you may reach Jeff at the contact information provided. You can also download a copy of the presentation at supplyframe.com. So be sure to check back soon for the next video on B2B marketing.